Hello bicycles, my name is Hotzelcy and welcome back to Space Age Factorio here in our Nauvis base. Here, last time we did some odd parts, and today I do have a bit of a more concrete plan, and that's the keyword concrete. Because we do have, well, we have a concrete production, but it's just not good enough, and especially not good enough to supply other factories with concrete. And here, for example, we have two things that need concrete. Down here we also have the reactor that needs concrete, and I think the centrifuges also need concrete. So if we want to make more progress, we need concrete. And concrete requires iron ore, which means we have to do it close to an ore field, because I don't want to ship around the ore. So in addition to smelting the ore on site, we will also have to craft the concrete on site. And for concrete, we need the iron ore, we need water, and we need stone bricks. And we might be able to find an ore field that's close to water, so we don't have to import water, but probably the bricks we have to bring along. So if we look at our map, we can see we have one ore field down here, the other is here, both are hooked up, but that's basically everything that we have here in our vicinity. And the next ones are here and there. So I think what I need to do first is push back the aliens so we can hook up those fields. Especially this one is interesting because it's right next to water. I think I will pull out power from here, have a bit of laser defense backup, and then hopefully clean up this part so we can have a new wall up here. And here on this side we probably have to uncover a bit more of the map in order to decide what we want to do, because here, for example, that's a tiny lamp bridge that we can close off, but I have no idea how it looks over there. So let's deal with that part first, set up wall defenses here in the north, and then we will have another look over to the east. I think this is pushed back far enough here to the north, especially if we look at our pollution. That's nowhere near where we want to build our wall across here. So let's do that, and then we will have a look on this side as well. The north wall is complete and ready, so I'll take my car and have a look over towards the east, where we want to uncover a bit more of the land before we decide how we want to expand there. And I'm taking the car because with the car I can outrun the aliens, and if need be, bring them back to a wall where we have sufficient defense. But we can see there is what looks like a bit of a large nest here, and it gets a bit wider. And if we move down here, Oh, nice. There is another coast. Ooh, there is another big nest there. And let's squeeze through here. And then here on this side, we have another nest there. So if we close up here and here, that means we have to get rid of those 3 nests. Those 2 are rather on the large side, but I think I can manage, especially if I can bring over a bit of power and also have a bit of laser defense going on. But I think for the next run I want to stock up on turrets, as well as making sure that I do have enough ammunition. There is a tank. We still have a bit of ammunition in here, but I'm a bit low on rockets, so I will grab myself a few more supplies before I take on those nests. If we would have to eliminate this nest as well, we would have had another small land bridge there, but as it is, we have a wall there, we have a small wall there, and we have our snake line through here with a few pieces that go over water, reach up to there, and up here I have also outlined how we continue. We will still need this station, that's why we come out here at the bottom and then go around here, and that should mean we have a nice enclosure for this field where we will finally tackle concrete. All the rails are laid, so we can now think about our patch here. We will do it towards the west. We will not go over the rails. I'll finish this off later, because we also need train station for delivering of stone, and I think I will do that here. Like this. Maybe one forward. And there. And then where do we have a ready to go train station for unloading? Let's take this one. This will be stone unloading. delivery. Can we get down here? And then basically have another station there for, wait for it. I built it the wrong way. Here we will have a station for concrete pickup. Concrete pickup with an icon. This one. And that's the delivery. Then we need smelting, and we will copy this setup. Let's do it this way. We'll remove those, and we will copy the four iron. We will have them here. Now, this does not leave us much room, but I think we can have loading stations here and then waiting bay there on top. That should be manageable, I hope. We probably don't need this. This is the output. Don't need to bring that over. But we need to build everything here, connect everything up, so we can have proper iron and steel smelting, and then we need a small facility for our concrete need. We don't need much, but we need some. And the first batch of concrete has been produced. Setup here for concrete pretty simple. We need a bit water, we siphon off a bit of ore, and then we bring the stone brick from down below. Here on this side we have a loading base for steel and iron. Here we have loading for the concrete, and here the unloading for the stone bricks. And with that in place, we expanded our pollution zone, so this nest here is in the zone, but not to worry, we have solid a wall up here, so should not be a problem. What I'm thinking I will do is also on this side add a wall, then we really don't have to worry about any attacks from any side. But let's wait a bit longer until we have a full train here. So we have the first delivery of concrete, so we can actually produce all the machinery that require concrete. We have had our first delivery of concrete. Unfortunately, or what I overlooked was that for this recipe we need refined concrete. And for refined concrete we need iron sticks and steel as well as water. So I think what we can do is siphon a bit iron off here, make sticks here, and then this will be refined concrete. That's in here. Let's have water here on this side. And bring it around like so. Tunnel here. And we will redirect this. So we can have this like so. We can have the sticks on the other side. Here. And we can have steel on here. That's probably also somewhere close. Let's pull it from here. And let's have something like that. And we need an output. And we need a loading station. Loading station, where shall we put it? Maybe we can squeeze it in here on this side. No more stations. So we will add the loading station here. Actually, we can have that there, which means we should bring this over to the other side. What? No, 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 no. Oh. That's just wrong. So, now let's pick up all the materials that don't belong here. Here, over, and we can hook this up. That's all. All right, and with that, we also need another drop-off station. Here we still have 3 unused ones that we can hook up, and we have to put it on the belt. It looks like we have to put it on the lower side. Refined concrete has finally arrived, and we can now produce the supports and the rail ramps for elevated rails, which will not help that much with things that we have like here, especially if cliffs are over crossings, because the ramps can only be horizontal or vertical, while we would be able to have elevated rails at this angle. We cannot have a ramp at this angle. So I think this will have to do until we get cliff explosives, which will not be in this series, will be in the next one once we have conquered Volcanus. But with that out of the way, that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed it, and tune in next time. Until then, goodbye!